Everyone loves the nice guy, and nice guys always win, right? Wrong. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Being nice is wonderful. Being kind is beautiful. But there's a difference between being genuinely kind and a nice guy who always finishes last. Today, we're talking about 4 habits that nice guys need to stop immediately if they want to be taken seriously, especially by women. And before anyone gets defensive, I'm not telling you to become mean or disrespectful. Not at all. What I am saying is that certain behaviors that seem nice on the surface are actually sabotaging your relationships, your career, and your self-respect. If you constantly find yourself in the friend zone, or if women call you such a nice guy, but never seem romantically interested, this video is for you. Welcome, beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new here, this is where we have honest conversations about relationships, self-improvement, and navigating the complexities of modern dating. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our discussions. Now, let's talk about who we mean by nice guy. In the literal sense, it's someone who's agreeable, gentle, compassionate, sensitive, and vulnerable. These are actually wonderful qualities. But here's where it gets tricky. Nice guys often believe that simply being good and caring automatically guarantees them fulfilling relationships. They think that if they just do enough for others, love and happiness will come knocking at their door. They avoid conflict at all costs. They seek constant approval. They struggle with tough decisions because they're too busy trying to please everyone. And when they're in relationships, they become emotionally dependent. Sound familiar? Then keep watching because we're about to break down exactly what's holding you back. Habit number 1, stop being a people pleaser. Here's something I've learned about life. When you're young, you might fall into this trap where you feel like you need to make everyone like you. You need to collect friends like trophies. You need to make everybody happy. But as you mature, you realize something powerful. You cannot make everybody happy. You cannot be all things to all people. And if you try, you'll never be good enough for anyone, including yourself. Nice guys wake up every day thinking about who they can please today. If there's a nice guy in your office, he's the one constantly volunteering, always helping, making himself available to everyone. And what happens? People use him. He doesn't see it as being used, though. He thinks it's the only way to get ahead, the only way to receive validation. But here's the reality. When you constantly prioritize everyone else's needs over your own, you lose yourself. Your self-esteem crumbles because you're setting impossibly high standards for yourself. Now, I'm not saying don't please anyone. Certain relationships absolutely deserve your effort. Your family, your partner, your close friends. But this blanket approach where you're trying to make everyone around you happy, whether they directly influence your life or not, that needs to stop. Being selective about who deserves your energy isn't selfish. It's self-preservation, it's wisdom, and it's attractive. Habit number 2, stop agreeing with everyone and everything. Your opinion matters too. Listen carefully. I'm not telling you to become argumentative or contrarian just for the sake of it. What I am saying is that your opinions are valid. The way you feel about things carries weight, and you have every right to articulate your position. You don't have to be silent or go with the flow simply because you don't want to offend people. It's okay to disagree, and when you disagree with someone, it doesn't have to become a fight. You can disagree respectfully. You can agree to disagree without pulling out knives. Here's what happens with nice guys. They don't seem to have a mind of their own. They're wishy-washy. Today they're on this side, tomorrow they're on that side. It just depends on which person they want to please more at that moment. But when you're building yourself as a strong, respectable person, it's important that you have your own opinions and that you make them known, because there are other confident people out there who are looking to claim that space, and they'll do it the moment you show weakness. If you constantly agree with everyone, you're undercutting your individuality. You're erasing what makes you unique. And trust me, there's nothing attractive about someone who stands for nothing because they're afraid to stand for anything. Have convictions, express them clearly, stand by them. That's not being mean, that's being authentic. Habit number 3, stop saying yes to everything. Learn the power of no. This is huge, so pay attention. Nice guys need to learn to say no. When you master this simple two-letter word, you free yourself from so many situations that would otherwise hold you down. Let me paint a picture, a classic scenario I hear over and over. He takes her out to a restaurant, she's taking advantage of him, ordering the most expensive things on the menu. When the bill comes, even though he knows he only has just enough money left to get home, he uses it to pay for all her extras. And then what happens? He either walks home or calls a friend to rescue him. This happens all the time, and it's completely avoidable if you simply learn to say no. Listen, you don't have to be a nice guy to your own detriment. If she's ordering more than you can afford to pay for, be honest. I didn't bring a lot of cash today, so if you want extras, you'll need to cover those. Or, I can't afford that particular meal, but I'm happy to get you another option from the menu. If because of that honesty she never wants to see you again, good, she was obviously just there to spend your money anyway. Let her go. And this doesn't just apply to dating, this applies to every aspect of your life. Don't overthink how people will feel if you say no. Put yourself first. Everyone else is doing that, so don't think that by protecting your boundaries, you suddenly become the bad guy. Anyone who truly appreciates you will understand when you're honest about your limitations. And in many cases, you don't even need to offer an explanation. A simple, firm no should suffice. If you take nothing else from this section, remember this. Learn to recognize manipulative behavior. If you don't learn to say no, you will be manipulated. Not just by women, but by every single person you encounter who senses your weakness. Habit number 4. Stop letting people cross the line. Draw your boundaries and enforce them. Being nice doesn't mean being stupid. It doesn't mean being a doormat. You need to draw clear lines and defend them. Don't allow people to insult you. Don't allow people to disrespect you. Don't allow people to take you for granted. Stand up for yourself. If a coworker steals your idea and presents it as their own, call them out. Let them know that was your idea, and let everyone else know what happened. You're not a coward, so don't act like one. If you agree to meet a woman for a date and she doesn't show up, doesn't call, doesn't text, literally just ghosts you, call her out. Tell her that was rude and disrespectful. That way, if there's a next time, she'll know she can't treat you that way. Here's what people don't realize. We teach people how to treat us. People continue to treat you badly only if you tolerate bad behavior. People will continue to disrespect you only if you don't speak up for yourself. You can absolutely still be kind, still be compassionate, still be a good person, but when someone crosses that line with you, when they disrespect that boundary, you need to be quick to point it out and let them know you didn't appreciate it. Even if they don't apologize, even if they don't acknowledge it, they will respect you. And respect is far more valuable than being liked by everyone. The last thing you want to be is a doormat. Be a nice person, but kill those habits that make people look down on you and take advantage of you. So there you have it, 4 critical habits that nice guys need to stop immediately. Stop being a people pleaser who sacrifices their own happiness for everyone else's comfort. Stop agreeing with everyone and everything just to avoid conflict. Stop saying yes to things that hurt you or drain you. And stop letting people cross your boundaries without consequences. Here's the beautiful truth that I want you to understand. Being kind and being strong are not mutually exclusive. You can be compassionate and still have boundaries. You can be gentle and still command respect. You can be caring and still prioritize yourself. The most attractive quality in any person isn't niceness for the sake of being liked. It's authenticity. It's self-respect. It's the confidence to stand up for yourself while still treating others with dignity. So if you've been stuck in the friend zone, if you've been taken advantage of, if you've been called such a nice guy with that pitying tone, now you know why. And more importantly, now you know what to change. Be kind, be compassionate, be genuine, but also be strong. Have boundaries, know your worth, speak your truth. That's not being a bad guy, that's being a complete, self-respecting human being, and that's incredibly attractive. If this video helped you see things differently today, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Take care of yourself, know your worth, and remember that the right people will appreciate your kindness without taking advantage of it. Until next time, stand strong and stay authentic.